Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Still working on my game here a little bit. I've been adding in some new scenes on the ship. Let me see if they may not load here. I'm not sure. Yeah, see, make sure everything's working. Seems to be okay. Now I did have a problem with the other pirate here. Load up. I don't think I have any back arrows from here, but I'll go this way. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have my scene or something I have to erase from this scene. Now, what happens here with this rope is because of me adding that to the previous scene, and what'll happen is it doesn't get deleted. It just stacks on top. It stays there. So I wrote a little command that that deletes these. That I have to like this command here. Well, not I didn't write that one. Or I didn't make that one rather. I didn't write any of them. Or I made a command called remove foreground, and that's a foreground image. Those which I didn't put. Let me just copy this. Now I keep the images like I don't know if anybody will understand this, but my command events TTT is mine. So let's see. Yeah, remove foreground. What this does is when this is called, it'll delete. It'll erase picture. The number that I have set for the picture. So it starts with 15, 16, 17, 18, and on down to just 30. Yeah. So it'll remove those pictures from my next little area that I want to load. My background image, which is down here somewhere. I got to figure out which one it is. I'll go ahead and do that if I can get to it. I don't think I can. I won't be able to see it in a preview because, like I said, the preview it freaks out sometimes when there's a lot of stuff above it. So let's see this one. Okay, yeah, it was loaded onto that one also, but I don't think I'll have to do it on this one because this one already has. Why is it not deleting that? I wonder. Maybe I have it labeled as a number that I don't have on here yet. So I had what 25 or 25 through 30. So maybe because this is the previous image, the one that no, not that one. It's the next one up. The next one up is, see, it's a background image. That's what I'm looking for. Is it this one? Yeah. So I had those ropes here. So I have to go in, make sure this command has that image. I have to go find the image first. That's where that becomes a big pain in the butt. But I do know where it's at. It's up here on the very first image. It's this rope here, and this sail is the foreground version of that image, which I have right here. Now I labeled these the same. This is Pirate Ship 101. So this is Pirate Ship 101 foreground. So here's what it's loading. These are the parts that move around. They kind of sway back and forth. So now that is image number 101. Let's get that 101 there. Okay. So I'll go add that to my erase images. And now I don't have it going that far. So now really all you have to do is type in erase picture. Yeah. And then I just put that number here. Now I gave it that specific number, not for any reason. It's just so that it knows that it's going to erase picture 101. Okay, so let's save this and see if that helped any. Now I can't play it. Well, I can, I guess, but if I play it, it won't show up on my recording because it's a different window. And I can't change windows really. It's recording just this application here. So if I change over to another one, it'll stop. But since we're here, I did remove that main mast until he was finished talking. So now it doesn't pop up. Yeah, it doesn't. You'll see. I'll talk about that later. But or did I already talk about it? I don't remember. Yeah. So that one rope isn't here anymore. So it won't be in any of these scenes after this because it's been removed. You know, from that command with that command. And I always put that command in before every single background except for the very first one because there's nothing to load up here. There's nothing above this call common event. And so I don't even need this one up here, I don't think, the arrows. But yeah, I mean, there's going to be clickable objects around, you know, that you can click on. But yeah, I was having problems with this pirate here. My icons disappear when he's there. I don't know why. They were doing that in the game also, I think. I'll go check that in a minute. But it's like one problem after the next, and you like when I'm building this, I have to be able to think backwards and forwards, and I need to add a back arrow here, and I need to add my little toilet papers here on the poop deck. And there's going to be a little part of a puzzle, I guess, or a hint to part of something you need to do. So let's go back down here, and I think, okay, this brings you back to here, which is normal. Same thing, yeah. So I gotta run through this every single time I change something or add something. I have to run through this and make sure it's working. But I need to get these arrows working. See, I don't know. See, it's there. It's just not showing up. So I have him added in, leaning against the door over here now. His name is, what was his name? I already forgot. Oh, and this code just gets, I mean, these little snippets of code, it gets overwhelming sometimes. And sometimes it causes problems because, oh yeah, his name's Slim. It causes problems because I can't interact with him yet. Oh, see, I need to remove that hotspot. That hotspot's still there from the main mast. That was one of the things I have to change. Okay, and then when I go back here, see, it shows my arrows now. I don't know why it doesn't show them the first time you come through there. Like when I come back over here, I do have a delete picture command. This is the arrow commands. This removes the arrows when you change scenes. So maybe this is at the beginning. Maybe I need for it to wait a little bit longer, like five. I think it's milliseconds. Change background. Let me try that. There's another one down here. I tried changing it before, but that's in a different spot though. Okay, now let's try it again. Oh, I want to show you what he's saying here. I have to blur that out. I can just blur it out. Okay, let's see if they load this time. Nope. Maybe I don't have the arrows. I don't know. That's the problem. Like this game engine, the Visual Novel Maker is pretty good. Like graphically, I can do a lot of things with it, but it is a little bit sketchy sometimes, and I don't like that. You know, I wanted to release a game around December, and this is November 28th, and it's nowhere near finished. So it's kind of painful, and it's just because of little things like that, like little bugs. I'll work on them for days trying to figure out what's wrong with it. Why is these arrows not popping up? And I can't release a game like that, you know. It's just I wouldn't do that. See, I don't understand this part. Why they're coming back here, but they're not loading over there. And yeah, I mean everything's working pretty well except for that. And I am working on some of my other islands and stuff. The rope looks off. It actually is off some. It's off from the model. I have to change that though. I don't think I have anything clickable here yet. Nope. Okay. Alright, well. So rowboat 1 is when you're coming back off the ship. Rowboat 2 is when you'll be doing a different thing. Yeah, but that one was rowboat 4. I think that's when you have the map. Yes, I need to go into that scene 3, which is the island number 2, and change that rowboat back to one of these different ones. They were test rowboats, so to speak. So this one you don't have the map, and then this one you do have the map, and you're allowed to travel to 3 different locations. And I forget what I'm talking about here, because oh gosh, your brain has to be able to think like back and forth, and it's just like it turns your brain into a pretzel. Hopefully I'll have this game out soon, and I'm also working on another game. Or I've come up with some ideas for another game, and I have the assets for it and stuff. So hopefully, and it's going to be a horror game, sort of a horror mystery. So I'll get into that a little bit too. So, and like working on the other project, it'll keep me from getting burned out on this one, because as you can see, like my first island here, and I know I've showed you this code before, but it gets to where it's just, trying to find one little issue in here is just such a pain in the butt. And right here, my preview does this. It'll flash through every single one of these images, and it don't settle down, it don't stop. And say, even if I try to click on something like changes my background, I can't see my preview anymore. It's gotten too complicated, or I don't know why it's in this continuous loop of flashiness. But yeah. So okay, hopefully you've enjoyed the content. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you next time.